Chapter 4: The Town of Borrowed Faces. The trees thinned gradually, and the forest floor grew flatter. Leo's boots found patches of packed earth rather than moss. The air changed too, less pine, more dust, more old wood. It felt like stepping out of a dream into something forgotten. Then he saw the town. It wasn't a grand ruin. It wasn't a castle overtaken by vines. It was the skeletal remains of a small Nordic village. Simple houses slumped sideways, roofs caved in, fences broken and half buried in snow. The kind of place where people once lived ordinary lives. What made Leo's stomach drop was the stillness. There were figures everywhere. Not people. Not animals. Figures. They were mannequins carved from pale driftwood, polished smooth like river stones. Some leaned in doorways. Some sat at broken tables. Some stood gathered around a dry well in the central square. They were arranged as if caught midday, paused forever. And every mannequin wore a face. Not a painted face, but a familiar one, like a mask carved with uncanny precision. Leo recognized them instantly. The kind eyes of his grandfather, the stern brow of the blacksmith, the worried smile of a neighbor who used to bring soup when storms trapped them indoors. The faces were close enough to be convincing, but empty enough to feel wrong. They didn't blink. They didn't breathe. They didn't soften when they saw him. The loneliness hit Leo like a physical weight. He had never realized how much he relied on being seen by others until he stood in a town full of familiar faces that did not recognize him. He walked slowly down the main street. Snow crunched under his boots. His breath clouded in front of him. The mannequins did not move, but Leo couldn't shake the feeling that their faces were turned toward him, watching. In the center square, one figure stood taller than the rest. It wore a thick wooden coat carved in careful detail, as if someone had tried to imitate warmth. Around its neck hung a carved chain like a mare's medallion. Its face was his father's. Leo's heart lurched. His father had been lost at sea years ago, swallowed by waves and distance. There had been no body, no goodbyes, only an absence that had shaped their household like a missing wall. Seeing that face here felt like being punched by the past. The mannequin's wooden lips parted. A voice came out hollow, echoing, as if the words had been stored in the town itself. "Why do you search, boy?" it asked gently. "She left you, as all do. You are meant to be alone. It is your nature." Leo's mouth went dry. Around the square, the other mannequins seemed to tilt slightly, as if listening. Their borrowed faces formed a silent jury. Leo wanted to shout, to deny it, to tell the figure it was lying. But the town's emptiness made the words feel useless. His father was gone. His mother was gone. Maya was gone. The list of disappearances inside him felt longer than his life. The mayor's voice continued, calm and confident. "You chase love like a child chasing snowflakes. You will only end with wet hands and cold disappointment." Leo's knees weakened. He sank to the ground, snow soaking through his trousers. The scarf's star felt heavy against his chest, as if it too was listening. In that low moment, Leo understood something painful. Loneliness wasn't just being alone. It was being surrounded by echoes, shapes of connection that looked real but offered no warmth. He stared up at the mannequin wearing his father's face. The face was kind, familiar, almost comforting. That was what made it dangerous. Leo's voice came out rough. "You're not him," he said. The mannequin did not flinch. Leo swallowed and forced himself to stand. His hands shook, but he kept them at his sides. "You're wearing his face," Leo continued, louder now. "But you don't have his voice. You don't have his hands. You don't have the way he smiled when he thought no one was watching." The borrowed face seemed to stare, expression fixed. Leo felt tears rise, but he did not let them drop. "My fear of being left doesn't make it true," he said. "And it doesn't get to decide who I am." He took one step backward, then another, breaking the spell of the square. As he turned to leave, the mannequins remained still. But he heard a faint sound behind him, soft wood scraping, like chairs shifting. He didn't look back. He didn't give the town the power of his attention. He walked straight through the broken fence at the edge of the village, out into the pale open land beyond. Cold wind met him, clean and sharp, like a reset. Only when the town was far behind did he stop and exhale shakily. He touched the star on his scarf. It was small. It was real. It was his. And he walked on.